This is a really cool tip that I originally wasn't thinking of including, but I think it's so important. So here we go. I do this all the time when I meet somebody new at, let's say, a networking event or party, and I want to reconnect with them, but I don't want to just have a coffee meetup. I want to make it more interesting. And sometimes we connect on a topic that we really both are passionate about. So I ask them, hey, what other events that are around a similar topic are you attending in the next few weeks? And if they tell me about an event that I didn't even know about, I for sure will sign up to that. Maybe I have an event that I'm going to that I could invite them, but that's a great way to continue building that connection. Plus, you're going to a new event where you can meet new people, but you already know someone there, and you can be each other's wing person and introduce each other to new friends and new connections. And I totally believe that amazing people know amazing people. So why not ask someone that you meet, or maybe even a good friend that you have already, to recommend you or introduce you to some of their friends? It might sound like you're trying to get them to play matchmaker and find a friend for you, but what's the harm in that? The best thing that could happen is that they'll just cut through all the bullshit. There's no small talk. You immediately connected because you have a reason and a trusted friend that actually recommended you. So you can jump right into having those meaningful, deep conversations and building those friendships. And I, for example, do that every single time I invite people for one of my deep dinners at my apartment. I ask them at the end, hey, if you enjoyed this dinner that where we usually turn off our cell phones, we use my Ask Deep Questions cards to have these meaningful conversations. I ask people, all my guests, hey, do you know one friend that I don't know yet that would enjoy this type of event? And then I ask them to introduce me on Facebook. And that way I continually have this list of people that I'm supposed to meet and that probably I would get along with really well because they become recommended, they're into meaningful conversations, and they don't mind turning off their phone for a meal. If you're traveling a lot, this could be a really cool thing to do. When you're going to a new city, just type on Facebook or your favorite social media and ask your friends, hey, who should I meet with when I'm in this city? For example, I'm heading to Vancouver for the first time in a few weeks, and I just asked, hey, who should I meet with? And I had this list of comments with people tagging their friends, with people saying, hey, I'm in Vancouver, we should meet up. And now I have this kind of resource that I can go to. And once I'm there, I'm gonna ask them, hey, what events are you attending to? Are you attending this week? Maybe I could tag along and meet you there. And that's a great way to jump right into an existing community rather than having to start from scratch and attending one event and not knowing where to start. And lastly, this is a trick that might take a little bit more courage, but I've used it when I was traveling in Colombia, and I basically just looked up people that I have a lot of mutual connections with that are in the same city that I was traveling in. Or you could do that in your hometown too, and just look at who are the people, let's say, on Facebook that are recommended friends, and just find the ones that have like 10, 20, 30 mutual friends and just send them a message. And I do this all the time, and I just tell them, hey, I think it's just a matter of time for us to connect. Based on all these mutual connections, I think we would get along really well. You want to meet up for coffee? Or what events are you attending to? I would love to tag along. Anyone that comes recommended by an existing connection, you'll just speed up the whole process of building those relationships. So why not use this amazing resource that you have right at the tip of your fingers? All right, my friends, this was it for chapter 4. I will see you in chapter 5 in the next video.